Hi, I'm Lelia Neal, coming here from Train Smarter. Thank you to Susan Finley for letting us practice yoga together this afternoon. My intention this afternoon is to try to bring a calming yoga practice into your world. I think we could all use that. So find your way onto your mat. Hopefully, if you don't have a mat at home, don't worry about it. Just find a free space to move. I'm on a beach towel because I prefer to sit up a little bit higher. So if you want to grab a towel. The other one thing that you might enjoy is to have a t-shirt handy that you can use as a strap, or a strap if you've got it. So go ahead and make your way onto your mat. Find your way. I'm going to turn my music down just a little bit. Excuse me. Find your way into your comfortable seated position. Drawing the heels in closer to the body, lengthening up tall through the spine. This practice today is about finding space, finding openness, and finding some calmness in our body. So go ahead and lengthen through the spine. Let your arms just relax on your legs wherever they might fall. And go ahead, let's close our eyes for a moment. Spine is long, the crown of your head is reaching up towards the sky. And take a moment just to notice the sound of your breath. Allowing your breath to expand through your chest, expand through your belly. Maybe your palms are turned face up towards the sky so that your shoulders are relaxing away from the ears. And as we allow the breath to enter the body, we allow a sense of stillness to come over our body. A sense of gratitude for this time to practice together. And as you focus on the movement today, I want your breath to be your guiding strength through your practice. And even off of your mat as you move through your day-to-day, can you allow your breath, when you feel a sense of tension rising, can you allow your breath to bring calm? Where you feel reactive, can you allow your breath to bring ease? And when you feel closed off from the world, can you allow your breath to bring openness? Let's open the eyes and inhale. Reach your arms up and over your head. And as you exhale, we're going to twist towards your left side. Lengthen through the spine and look over your left shoulder. Soften your right shoulder. Your belly's pulled in towards the spine. Your vertebrae are stacked one on top of the other. Inhale, reach up tall. And exhale, twisting towards your right side. Lengthen as you twist. Soften through that left shoulder. Inhale to reach up tall, and exhale the left hand down beside you. Reach up and over towards that left side, and as you're stretching towards your left, maybe you turn your face up towards the sky, dropping that right knee further away from you. Come on back to face forward. Inhale to reach up. The left arm reaches up, and exhale over to the right side. Try not to let this hand shadow through the face. Try to stay open and maybe even turn your heart a little further up towards the sky. Face back forward. Inhale and bring both hands down beside you. Good. Bring your hands out in front, and as you inhale, I'm going to turn this way for a second. And as you inhale, I want you to open your arms out wide, open your heart, lifting the heart towards the sky. And as you exhale, round through the spine, reach your fingertips out forward, pull the belly towards the spine. Inhale, open, lift, draw the shoulder blades back and down. Exhale as you round, pull the belly in towards the spine. Inhale, open, expand, turn your face up towards that gorgeous sunlight. And exhale as you round. Bring the hands back to prayer at heart center. And just relax your arms down on your legs. I want your head and neck at neutral here, and I want you to drop your chin down towards your chest. Draw your chin over along your right collarbone and inhale as it lifts up over the right shoulder. Exhale down. Inhale up over the left shoulder. Exhale. You're just trying to feel any kind of tension that might be rising up. We hold so much tension in our neck and shoulder, in our upper body, and our head. Can you allow your breath to ease that here? Return to your chin down to the chest, and then inhale, slowly, gently lift the eyes towards the sky. Tilt the head back, open across the front of the throat. Inhale, come on back to neutral. Good. Release those feet out in front of you. Shake the legs out in front. Flex your toes, sitting up tall. Let me back up just a little bit. Good. Sitting up tall, lengthen through the spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, start to fold forward. So wherever you can grab, this is where that t-shirt might come in handy. Maybe use that t-shirt as a little strap around your feet, or you're holding on to your shin, around your ankles, or maybe you can grab underneath the soles of the feet. And I want you to take this very slowly. Don't feel like you've got to go all the way down in the beginning. I want you to inhale, lengthen through the spine, rise up a little bit, and as you exhale, extend the crown of your head out forward over towards your toes. Inhale, rise just a little bit. Just relieve some of that tension. Exhale, fold. Last one here. Inhale, lengthen, rise just a little bit. You're not coming all the way up, just a tiny bit. Exhale, fold all the way down and hold it here. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Soften the shoulders. Let the eyes drop down towards the shins. And then very gently use your hands to help yourself on up. Good. All right, I'm going to come off this riser, and you can too if you brought a towel with you. And let's reach the right foot out long, and the left foot comes in close to the body. The foot is flexed. You're going to try to twist your shoulders up square over that right leg. Inhale long through the spine, and as you exhale, start to walk your chest out long over this right leg. Maybe the hands grab around the foot. Maybe you're around your shin. Wherever you find your spot, that's where you need to be in this moment. Don't challenge. This one's a calming practice. If the elbows are bending as you're reaching over, can you tuck them in close to that calf rather than letting them fly out like butterfly wings? You want to tuck them in. The crown of your head's reaching out long towards the toes. Find your breath. And inhale, go ahead and come on up. I want you to sit up really tall. Take your right hand across that left thigh. Your left hand's behind you. Sit up tall and look over your left shoulder. We're going to go ahead and plant this left hand down behind you. You're going to rock over onto this left knee and left shin. Plant your right foot down. And slowly start to lower on down. Good. All right, switch the feet. Your left foot's out long. Your right foot's coming in close to you. Wherever that feels good on your knee. Maybe you have a little bit of a broader stance. That's fine. All right, right heel's coming in. Square up over your left leg. Shoulders are trying to come square. Belly and heart's trying to come over that left leg. Gently start to walk your way down. Maybe you're interlacing your fingers around the left foot. Maybe you're a little higher here, wherever the body feels like it's taking you today. Inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. And I want to talk about tension release for a moment. So much of our tension we hold in our face, and we tend to like squint our eyes and lock our jaw. I want you to start there. Can you soften behind your eyes? Maybe your eyes fall closed here. Maybe they stay open. Can you soften the muscles of the face? Relax through the cheeks, the jaw, the eyes. And just let the head fall down towards your leg. And slowly, gently walk your way on up. The right hand's behind you. The left hand's across this leg. We're sitting up tall and looking over the right shoulder. And then go ahead and plant that right hand down on the mat behind you. We're going to rise up onto this right knee, right shin. Your left foot's rooted down onto the floor. The hips are high. You're looking maybe towards those left fingertips. Breathe into it. Big expansion. How long can you let that body be? Feel like you're breathing into this left side body. And slowly lower on down, gently. Good. Shake it on out, and we're going to swing our legs around behind us, coming around into cat-cow. All right. Spread your fingers apart for me. Spread your knees apart a little bit. Your toes and heels are lined up behind your knees. Your shoulders are stacked right over your wrist. Belly's pulled in towards the spine. Inhale, and as you exhale, push through the floor, round the spine. Pull the belly in towards the spine. Let me see if I can tuck some of this in. And inhale, relax through the belly, relax through the spine. Send your heart forward. Lift through the crown of the head, lift through the tailbone. Exhale as you round. And inhale to arch. Exhale as you round through the spine, pulling the belly in towards the spine, tucking the tailbone under, chin is into the chest. As you inhale, you're arching through the back, drawing those shoulder blades down the back, looking forward. And then return the spine to neutral. That one feels really good for the back. Inhale, and as you exhale, let's take the hips back over the heels. Walk your hands out long. Extend your body out long into this first child's pose, Balasana. Your forehead might fall down towards the floor. Don't force it. Sitting the hips back towards the heels, you're finding some extension. Notice how my elbows are lifted off the mat. The arms are straight here for a moment. Then inhale, and as you exhale, let's soften. Widen those elbows out. Let your forearms drop to the mat. And just feel your breath as you're folding forward. You might feel your breath coming more into the back body. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Walk your hands out forward a little further away from you. And as you come up onto your hands and knees, you're going to round as you come forward. Your chin's into the chest. Start to look forward. And you're going to start to lower your tops of the thighs down towards the mat. Maybe your elbows bend to find some extension through the low back. Slowly lower the belly, heart down towards the mat. Push back into child's pose, hips over heels. One more time. Let's round as you come up. And then the lower back starts to extend. Your shoulders will go over the wrist. Your thighs come closer towards the floor. I've got to bend my elbows to make that motion happen. To find some extension in the low back. Watch out for your shoulders here. You want to try, go the other way, Susan. There you go. Yeah. All right. Drop the shoulders out of the ears. Lift through the heart. Exhale, slowly lower down. I didn't mean to keep you all there quite so long. Exhale, push it back. Hips over heels. Now, we're going to try something here. I want you just to walk on up. Ooh. Walk on up so that you're kneeling. And if that is a challenge for you, if it's hard for you to sit on your heels like this and kneeling down, I would encourage you to find back to your beach towel and take that towel and place it between your legs so that I'm just going to leave that on the floor for a second. We're going to put it back here, and maybe you kind of nudge it up behind your knees, and that might help you feel like you could sit a little higher, all right? Inhale, arms up over your head. And as you exhale, left hands down to the floor, right arms reaching over, open through the right side body. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, reach over to the right, opening through the left side body. Left arms right up over by the ear. Inhale to rise. Now, I want you to separate your knees just a little bit, just a touch. They come out a little bit wider. Take your hands back behind you here. Drop the head back. Open through the chest. Maybe you're down flat to the floor with your palms. Maybe you're up a little bit elevated on the tips of the fingers, wherever you find a little bit more ease in the body. So this is one variety. Another way to do this would be to start to lift your hips up away from the heels. I'll take that out so you can see a little better. And open through the chest, lift through the hips, open through the body. We've spent a lot of time on our sofas with a lot of Netflix in the last few weeks, so this is all about expanding through the chest, reopening, reorienting. All right, let me figure out how to get this back on me. And we're going to walk our hands forward towards the top of your mat. Okay? Tuck your toes, lift your hips, coming into downward facing dog. Let's walk this out a little bit. Just pedal your feet left and right. You're just bending the knees one at a time, nice and easy. Breathe into it. And go ahead and start to walk your feet up very gently towards the top of your mat, right in there between your hands. Maybe your hands needed to walk back towards your feet a little bit. And let's go ahead and rise on up. Knees are softly bent, belly's pulled in toward the spine. Go ahead and rise on up, spine is long, reach up towards the sky. And exhale the hands down to prayer at heart center. Relax your shoulders, please. So often we come in here and we stay really tense. Permission to drop those shoulders out of the ears. Let some expansion happen through the heart. All right, nice and easy here. Let's inhale. Reach the arms up over your head. As you exhale, fold. Soften your knees. Spine is long. Take your hands down to the floor. Inhale, lift through the eyes, lift through the heart. Expand the spine. Exhale, slowly lower down. We're just going to step this left leg way back there towards the back of the mat. Left leg is nice and long, and go ahead and lower the back of the knee down to the floor. If you can, you're keeping your hips forward. Notice how this right knee is over the right toes. It's not back here. Your left hip is not lined up over the knee here. You're forward so that you're opening through this front hip flexor. All right, let's start. Right hand is on the thigh. Let's sweep this left arm up to the sky. Open through the chest. You might feel this like I do all the way down through that psoas and hip flexor. Now let's take this left elbow and bend it. Dive it across that right thigh. Bring the hands to prayer at the heart, or really they're over here by the shoulder. And we're going to twist, looking over your right shoulder. I'm sorry I turned away from the camera. I'm going to face you in a second. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale the hands down behind you. Let's come off this knee a little bit. Let's give a little relief to this hip flexor and come away. Deep inhale and then shift back forward. We're going to take hold of our hands, and this is again where some of you might prefer, rather than holding onto your hands behind your back, I've got my fingers interlaced back here. You might prefer to have a little towel that you're holding onto back here, but reach your knuckles towards that back heel. Open through the chest. Lift the hands up away from the tailbone. Breathe here. And release, hands to the floor. Tuck that back foot under. Lift up off that back knee. And we're going to step forward towards the top of your mat. Left foot comes forward. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise, soft knees, long spine, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe your thumb touches that heart center so you can feel your heartbeat there. Other side, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the eyes, lift the heart. Exhale, deeper fold. The right leg comes way back, a deep lunge. Gently lower that back knee down to the mat. You could keep that back foot tucked under, toes tucked under, or the top of the foot to the mat, your preference. Inhale, come on up. Both hands come here to the top of the thigh. Hips are forward, opening through that hip flexor. Try to lift through the heart. The hips are moving forward, but your heart's lifting. Left hand continues to hold down on this right thigh. Let's reach the right arm forward and up. Open through the front of the body. Open through the heart. Open through the chest. Your gaze could be up. If that changes your balance too much, you could lift your heart, but keep a little gaze straight forward for balance. Let's take this right elbow, bring it down across, dive it across. You're coming all the way to the tricep across that thigh, and your hands come to prayer. And you'll notice as they come together, they kind of land here at your shoulder. But then you start to press into that elbow and lift the heart. And you're just pretending like you could lift your heart up towards those hands. The belly's pulled in because we're twisting. You're looking up over that left shoulder. If that's a challenge for your balance, keep your gaze just straight here. You can sort of twist the body, but keep your gaze forward. Inhale, unwind, reach the arms up over your head. Exhale, take the hands back. Let's give a little break for this right hip flexor. Back it up a little bit. And then as we're coming into this next stretch, I want you to shift your grip over by one. We all have a natural default way that we take hold of our hands. I want you to shift those fingers over by one. Reach the knuckles towards the back. Roll the shoulder blades down and back and open through the heart. Sheltering in place can tend to close this up. Open, bring space, invite it in. Invite in that sunshine into your body. Bring the hands down to the floor, tuck the back foot under, and let's come on up towards the top of your mat. Inhaling halfway up, Ardha. Exhale, Uttanasana. And inhale to rise. Soft knees, long spine, belly's pulled in. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right? Let's start a gentle sun salutation here. Inhale, reach the arms up over your head. And exhale, fold down towards the floor. As you inhale, you're lifting through the heart. Maybe you support your hands on your legs here to really feel some extension through the spine. Exhale, fold. Step your left leg to the back. Stay right there for a second. Technical difficulties here. Inhale, rise on up. You're a little higher here. You're in a crescent lunge. Actually, you're kind of dropping that hip down a little low. Your back leg is trying to stay nice and straight. Bear with me while I get this mic settled. Okay, all right. Arms up over the head. And as you exhale, let's take the hands down to prayer at heart center. You bend that front knee a little bit more. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart center. You're feeling grounded. You're feeling present right here in the strength of your own body. Rise up a tiny bit. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, back leg straight. Can we turn this left elbow across, pulling through your ribs here to twist towards your right side over that right leg. Back leg is straight. Press into that side of the right leg. And once you find your balance, maybe your gaze, you could keep it straight out over this foot. Or you could start to look over the right shoulder. Inhale, unwind, reach it up. Exhale, hands down towards the floor. Go ahead and drop the back knee back down. And I want you to, now we're going to rock back a little bit to where this left hip is over in line over the left knee. You flex this right foot. Inhale, long spine. Look out ahead over you. Exhale, fold. This is quite a stretch for that front hamstring. Be gentle. Go slowly. Pay attention to any tension that might rise in the face. So much of your yoga practice is trying to work with your breath, and so that as you, the postures might add a little difficulty, but you maintain that calmness in your breath. Could you rock a little side to side here? Your hips are just shifting left and right. And then we're going to shift your hips over to your left. Both hands come over there towards the right side. And we're going to walk our hands maybe over there off the floor, off your mat, and try to keep pulling the hips to the left. Breathe here. And then come on back around. Plant your right foot down. Tuck the back foot under. Push off that back foot and come up towards the top of the mat. Inhale, part way up. Exhale, fold. I realized I said I was doing a sun salutation. I really didn't do that at all. Bear with me. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach it up. But we had more fun anyways. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift the eyes, lift the heart. Exhale, deeper fold. Your right leg steps to the back. Plant down, root down through this left foot as you rise up into a crescent lunge. How's your back leg? Maybe it's straight, but if that starts to tug on your spine a little bit, maybe you allow a little gentle bend in that back knee. That's 100% okay. All right, here we go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend that left knee a little bit. You're going to feel this in this left glute and thigh. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Pull that right elbow across the left thigh. Hands at prayer. Twisting, pulling the belly. Your spine is still lengthening. Every time you twist, you're thinking lengthening through the spine. Maybe the gaze heads up over that left shoulder. Unwind. Inhale. Reach it up. Exhale. Hands down towards the floor. Lower your back knee down. Tuck that back foot under. Shift your hips over in line. Right up. Lined up over that knee. Left foot flexes. Inhale. Long spine. Look forward. And exhale, fold gently. Maybe this left knee might want to bend for you. so that it's not quite as intense in this left hamstring. The more you pull your toes back towards your head, the more the stretch will be all the way up the back side of that leg. Susan, you got to keep me on time. All right. And then just sway a little side to side. Breathe into it. Can your hips rock to the right side of your mat and your hands walk over there towards the left edge? And just very gently pull the hips, soften your face. Reach your hands out away from you. Your hips are pulling to the right, stretching to the right. Your hands are reaching out in front. And then walk it back in. Plant your left foot down. Tuck the back foot under. Push off the back foot to step up towards the top of your mat. Inhale, part way up. Exhale to fold. Inhale, reach, rise all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to take it down towards the floor here. Inhale. Exhale, fold. I want you to step your feet out a little bit wider if you can and bend your knees a little bit. Bring your hands here at the elbow and you're just going to drop your head down and sway a little side to side. Let your head hang heavy. Your gaze is through your legs here, looking behind you. And you can feel any last bit of tension releasing from the neck and shoulders, spine. And just place your hands down on the floor. And we could just step the feet back towards the back of your mat. Stay up here in down dog. Lengthen through the spine. Look forward, and we're going to bring the right knee forward behind the right wrist. Walk that left knee back. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, gently come on down. Maybe you start here on your forearms. Maybe you make a little stacked fist with your fist to let your head rest down on. Find your breath. Maybe you prefer to come down a little deeper with your hands out in prayer, your chest coming down inside that right thigh, and you're entering down towards the floor. Always lots of options for you. You follow where your breath is guiding you today, where your intuition is taking you today. And then we'll help ourselves back up with the inhale breath. Tuck the back foot under. Let's switch the feet. And the left knee is going to come forward behind that left wrist. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, fold. And once again, you're making a little nest with your hands to rest your head on. You want to be connected to the earth here. You can't get any deeper down towards the ground. It's like you're resonating energy up from the earth into the body. Soften through the shoulders, soften through your face. Maybe you take it down a little deeper. And then gently start to walk it on back up. Inhale. And we're just going to slide into this left hip here. Just slide on around. Swing your legs on around. Shake both legs out. Shake them out in front of you. And I want you to take your right foot and cross it over the left. And you're going to take this left arm and hug around the knee. So you're pulling the knee in close to the body. Your right hand supports you behind you. And turn around and look over the right shoulder. And unwind, and let's switch the feet. Left over right. Right arm hugs around this knee. Give yourself a tight hug in. Maybe you need it today. Look over your left shoulder. Treating ourselves with some love so that we're able to send that love on out to the people closest to us in this world and the people far away. And come on back around. Shake the legs on out. And go ahead, if you'd like to, and lower on down into your back. Give yourself this gift of Savasana. We're going to lower all the way down onto your back. And extend the legs out long. Your arms are just resting down beside you. Your palms are face up towards the sky. Let your eyes close. Deepen the breath here. Stay with it. Stay with your Savasana. I'm going to sit up for a moment and just kind of guide you through it. I just want you to feel like you are softening your body into the earth. There's so very little that we can control in our world these days, but we can control our response to what's happening. Just like that breath is flowing through you right now with gentleness, with ease, with grace, with calmness, we can bring that into that world, into our presence each day. We can let that be our gift. Let that be our strength. Let your next inhale be a big, deep one. Reach your arms up over the head. Stretch those toes out long. You're taking up a lot of space on your mat. Exhale, your arms come down beside you. And just invite your knees to kind of hug in towards your chest a little bit. Maybe hands, not even using your hands, but just let your knees just rock a little side to side. And then help yourself up. Roll your knees to your right side and let yourself come on up. And we'll close this practice together. Together, let's take the arms on up over your head, reaching up towards the sky and bringing the hands together down towards your heart. May today we find peace within our thoughts, peace in our words, and peace in our hearts. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.